Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great in your life and in your studies also. So in this video I am going to share all the topics which I completed when I was preparing for bank exams. Okay, and all these topics are very important for your preparation. So I am going to share all the topics in this video, and if you want to connect to me then you can join my Telegram channel and you can ask your doubts regarding preparation in that channel. Okay, and today is the last day for the offer which is going on textbook, in which they are providing their 1 year textbook pass for the validity of 18 months, and this offer is valid till today midnight. Plus if you pay from Amazon wallet then you will get 50 rupees 50 cashback also. Plus by using my code you will get extra discount. And in this pass they are providing mock tests, sectional quizzes and topic quizzes are also there. Plus textbook is highly affordable, so it all the aspirants must have this textbook pass, and you will find all the links in the description. All right, from there you can go and purchase. So first of all I will discuss about all the topics, and I will tell you from these topics that which are important and which you can skip. And this video is for all the topics of quants, reasoning, English and GA. All right, so I will try to tell you in detail which topics I covered and which topics I skipped. And there are some topics which you need to cover which are like must, but there are some topics which you can skip. Okay, so first of all we will start with quants: percentage, ratio and proportion, profit, loss and discount. And these are all the chapters which you need to cover. Like no chapter is outside this list. Okay, so do like many beginners have this confusion of which chapters to cover, so this video is regarding that also. Okay, so in quants you need to cover percentage, ratio, proportion, profit, loss, discount, mixture, allegation, then SI and CI, then time and work is also there, time, speed and distance, then mensuration. For mensuration I will suggest you that for pre you must do the level 1 questions of mensuration which come in pre. All right, and if you are from maths background then you can do for mains also, otherwise you can skip. Like I skipped mains level mensuration questions, like the DIs I used to found in mains. Okay, based on mensuration I used to skip them. But if the DI is based on basic formulas and if it is not that much tricky, then I used to try to solve them. All right, so that was my formula, that if I am able to understand the question by my basic knowledge then I will go with the question, I will try to solve that. But if the question is like a rocket for me, I am not able to understand the language, I am not able to draw a roadmap of the solution in my mind, then I used to skip. Because bank exam, like the paper is of 200 marks and you do not need to score 200 out of 200. You last year the cutoff for IBPS PO was 80 out of 200, so now you can calculate that how much score you need. Okay, if you get 200 out of 200 and the cutoff is 80, then you are like 95% sure about your selection. So this exam is more about your selection of questions. All right, that is why I am recommending you this. So mensuration, please do not skip the prelims level question, they are very easy, they are just based on formulas. But for mains, if the questions are like of really high level and you do not understand, you can skip them. Then there is simplification. Simplification is must, you should do. Then there are DIs. Yeah, DIs are also must, because in mains examination you hardly find any arithmetic question. Like sometimes in the mains exam only DIs are there, so do not skip DIs. And like do not skip the doable DIs, this is the main thing. Do not skip the doable DIs. But if you find anything very tricky, so you can skip them. Basically you have to analyze, okay, your strong and weak areas, like in which section you are comfortable, in which chapter you are comfortable, and which chapter disturbs you. And after that you should make your strategy. Then number system I did. DIs also I practiced. I used to practice around 5 to 6 mains DI at the time of mains preparation. Then for permutation combination I skipped this chapter. Like I covered the basics but I was not able to get confidence in this chapter, so I skipped it. And for probability I used to solve the simple DIs, but I was not able to solve the DIs in the mains examination, so I skipped both this chapter, permutation combination and probability. Then pipe and cistern I have always done, and this chapter is very important. Then average is also very important for pre and mains DIs both. Average is important. All right, then data sufficiency. So for data sufficiency, like if you are quant is strong, then data sufficiency will not be difficult for you, but I used to find it like a little tricky, so I used to skip data sufficiency questions of quant. But yeah, there is one more type, sorry, quantity 1 and quantity 2. These questions are very easy, like the questions given in quantity 1 and quantity 2 of like level 2 level, okay, like it is a level up from pre but very low than the mains question level, okay. So do not skip quantity 2 and quantity 1 question, because after finding the answer of both the statements you are sure, but in data sufficiency you are not sure. That's why I used to attempt quantity 1 quantity 2 questions always, but I used to skip the tricky data sufficiencies. Then in reasoning, this is the prelims chapter, alphanumeric series, okay. Do not skip that because this will give you 5 marks in prelims paper. Then alphabet test is also there, okay, it is very easy. Then code inequality, very easy. Syllogism is also easy. Blood relation, input output. First of all, the first 5 chapters are must, okay. in, Input output I did in prelims, and I had made a strategy, like I was not able to solve input output question in mains mock test, so I had made a strategy that if I find the typical like the hard input output question, then I will skip it. But in IBPS PO mains examination, the input output question was very easy. It was of 5 marks, so I attempted it. So you should make your strategy according to this, okay. You should analyze that in which question you are finding the difficulties, and then you will decide whether you are going to attempt it or not. Because I had given myself a possibility that if I find an easy question of input output, then I will attempt whether it is prelims examination or mains. So in mains I found the easy input output, and that's why I attempted. But if I would have found the high level input output, then I would have skipped it, okay. So this is the simple thing. Then coding decoding you must do, okay. And for coding decoding also, the mains level questions of coding decoding are quite tricky, but yeah, the strategy is that if you find them doable, then try to do, otherwise you can skip. Then puzzles you must do for pre and for mains also. And with puzzles the same strategy goes for input output, because in mains level puzzles, some puzzles are tricky and some puzzles are doable. So you need to know about question selection, all right. Then sitting arrangement the same. Then data sufficiency also I used to skip in mock test also and in the mains examination also. And logical reasoning I tried till my last day to solve the questions and to find the right answers, but I was not able to do that. So these two chapters I had decided to skip, and I did it, okay. Then order and ranking is easy. Distance and direction and distance is also easy. So these are the must do chapters. From 1 to 5 you also must do, and then these I have told you earlier how to do. Then for English, first I had completed basic chapters like noun, noun, adjective. So these were the type of questions, okay. Sorry, these were the type of chapters you need to do, the basic chapters. Then RC must do, close test is must. Parajumbles for mains I had decided to skip it, okay, because parajumbles create the pressure on your mind that you have to solve it, and like there is not sure possibility of solving it right. That is why I used to leave it till the last, okay, that if I find time I will solve the parajumble, otherwise I will skip. So in prelims I used to attempt it, and I always have attempted the right sequence in prelims, but in mains I had given myself a possibility. Then fill in the blanks must, error is also must, paragraph completion must, miscellaneous is also must, and sentence. For English basically every chapter is important, but for parajumble you can take the decision and you can decide whether you are going to skip. Like if you are able to solve the mains level parajumble every time, then you should attempt it, otherwise you can skip it, okay, because there is no meaning of getting negative marks, okay. So try to do the questions with 100% accuracy. Then in general awareness, this is banking awareness. Then financial awareness, static and current affairs. For banking awareness, I used to watch Kapil sir's videos, and then I referred to guidelines PDFs also for banking awareness. Then financial awareness I skipped, I did not do. Then static, like in affairs cloud current affairs, the static news is also given at the last. I used to cover that. I did not cover anything else. And current affairs is must, banking awareness is must, and static is also must, but static will be covered with your current affairs portion. All right, so there is no need to put extra effort in static portion, but you need to cover banking awareness once or twice. Okay, and current affairs you should do on daily basis. So that is the way to cover the banking syllabus, and I hope there is no doubt after watching this video how to cover bank exam syllabus and which topics to cover and which topics you can skip. So that is it for this video. Thank you and have a nice day.